Good morning, everybody. Brooke with Mrs. Cog Hill Farm. And you can see I've got Miss Pocket being fed behind me. Jason and I have just about decided to cut her down to one time feeding grain a day because she's not interested in it in the morning. She's only interested in going out the gate. I don't want to try to make her eat, but this is the test this morning. If she continues to eat her grain like she is now, then we may keep this up. But we don't want food to sit in there and spoil and sour. So, Pocket, this is your test, girl. Got Miss Peaches fixed up this morning. Got her methotrexate in a piece of bread, and we're gonna see how she is. Well, good morning, Miss Peachy. You seem like you're doing much better. Yes, you do. Can't really tell a lot when she's in the stall, but the fact that she was standing up, waiting on me to bring her food is promising. It is this leg that's giving her problems. Yesterday, she was out and about in the pasture. So we're feeling good about things. We do feel like she's in less pain than she was because she's more mobile. So hopefully in a little bit we'll see her out in the pasture, and hopefully Miss Pocket over here will finish her breakfast. I think it's the fact that she's so excited about going out that she doesn't want the grain, and that's okay. That's okay. Horses, well, look at there. Horses don't have to have grain, and you know, if that's what she wants, then that's what we'll do. Let's see if you're going to shoot out of here like a firecracker. Well, looks like this morning, slow and steady wins the race. That's the way she rolls this morning. Now let's see what she ate. We do wet Pocket's food as well as Peaches, and she didn't eat it all. Did feed the cows while the grain was soaking for the pigs and the horse. They finished up. Moody and Mildred hanging out in the area, but Matilda, Tater, little man, they've already gone out. And something's missing back here. What is that? That would be the corral for the ducks. The baby ducks, the 3 Indian runner ducks, have moved to the pond area, corral and all. So they have relocated. They've been there a couple of 3 days. One non-raining day, Jason helped me and we got them moved over there. And Miss Loretta said, stop that talking because it's time for me to eat. I've already got you shut up in the stall that you're not used to, but this is where you were this morning. And I have plans when you finish your breakfast to let all the goats come over and consume the grass in the back of the barn again, because I don't want to cut it if they can eat it. All right, back up, Opie. I know this is y'all's stall. It's where you usually go, but Loretta needed it for a minute. So nice of you guys to let her borrow it. All right, guys and girls, y'all ready to come out into the big wide world this morning? There's no standing water. We did not have rain yesterday, but that doesn't mean it's not going to rain today. Yesterday evening it was showing like a 25% chance today. Now it's up to 70%. So I do expect we're going to have some rain later today. And Miss Honey, she just can't help herself. She's got to come and nibble on the back of my arm to let me know that she's here. I know, you better watch him. He's going to get you. Opie's going to get you. Good morning, Miss Jessie. How are you? We've been trying to get this little bit of leftover. Oh, goodness, that did not feel good, Opie. Little bit of leftover winter hair off of Jessie. Ah, honey. And it just doesn't want to come. It does not want to come off. Jessie, we're going to have to go somewhere else to have our loving because I'm being bombarded. I'm being bombarded. Come on in the stall, girl. Come on in the stall if you want some loving. Oh, honey. I think Honey wants to steal your loving. I do believe Honey wants to steal the show. And that's okay too. Honey's got a little bit left too that's just not wanting to come out. A little bit at a time. Pockets is just about all released. They're so mean, aren't they? But not Jessie and Honey. Don't let him peck you, baby. So you can kind of see why I want the goats and the donkeys and the emus to come back here, because the grass is a lot taller over here back behind the barn than it is anywhere else. And it's just simply that no animals have been over here, and I don't want to cut it. I'm just going to let them back here, let them do their thing. Loretta, I think it's gone, baby. I don't think there's anything left for you to lick. So much so that nobody's going to mess with you. That's for sure. You can continue to lick your bowl, but I'm going to go ahead and let the goats over to this side, and let's see if they aren't excited about it. Come on. Y'all can come too. Come on. Oh, goodness. Big grass. We don't want to let it get too tall to where, you know, it could cause bloat or something. So perfect height for them to come back here and just get it more manageable. Yesterday I was able to get some grass cut during a rain break, and you can see it started to make hay. That's how tall the grass had gotten. But it'll need it again soon with the rain we've got coming. It's just the way it's going this summer. Take the good with the bad, but at least everything's green. I showed y'all the buckwheat patch had started to sprout in the last video, but goodness, we've got green everywhere, and it won't be long until this patch of buckwheat, I guarantee you, it'll look just like the sun hemp as far as height goes, and that's a good thing. Here's the sun hemp where the mallard and the babies have been hanging out. Don't know if she's in there with them this morning or not. Really no way to know, but we are of course still getting her feed put out, and she's got a waterer over there, so everything is good. The new chickens that are out here are still not comfortable coming out for scratch. So I am still taking it over there kind of where they hang out, and sometimes they stand around and they eat it, and sometimes some of the older chickens will come around and say, you know, you're not, oh Cheese, that wasn't very nice of you. Hardly ever see you doing anything bad, but something must have happened. You ran that chicken right on off, didn't you, big boy? And there's my mostly new crew up under there by the tire. You can see I just kind of throw them some out, and you see what happens. They tend to want to come out, but the other chickens move in and it just kind of scares them a little bit. Eventually they get some that's left because they don't eat it all, but they're all 9 doing well, thriving, and getting used to their new home. This is definitely a rooster. I told y'all early on that Jason and myself both thought that he was developing some tail feathers a little bit faster than the other ones, and his wing feathers looked a little pointed. And confirmation, he is indeed a rooster. He can stay until there's any problems. Hopefully there'll never be any problems, but you just never know. Seems like when Thomas moved over here, the peacocks started making their way over here, especially when we give out scratch. That's the only time I see them in the area. They know that I'm giving out something special. They have access to laying pellets, of course, all the time, but they make their way in here and they have a little scratch, and there's no way to prevent that because obviously they can fly very well. Haven't seen any bad dealings between Thomas and the peacocks since he's been over here. I don't think anything has happened, and as long as they just come in here and eat a little and move on. See, you got Ryan the rooster over there on the far side right by the peacock, and I mean they just don't cause any trouble. But something about that area where they were, they just could not all get along. Are all of you ladies lined up to lay eggs this morning? If you are, maybe I ought to come back. Because this is quite the line. Quite the line. Even got some hanging out on the floor waiting their turn. We got girls in the box. It's not that there's not enough space. Y'all just aren't happy with who's in there at the moment, I think. What we gonna do, girl? Should I wait? Should I go on and gather? How about one at a time? I'll open one box at a time, and that way y'all have plenty of space. There you go. Check it out. Gently go in. One more step and you'll be good. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't like her neighbor. Y'all don't all need to get in the same box now. No. Come on, girls. Oh, well, we got the one in the second one, so I'll go ahead and clean the top off of it, which is, y'all know we have to do this because some of them find that they need to roost on the top, and the older nesting boxes add a slant to where that's comfortable to them. Oh, look at there. I'll go ahead and clean this one off too. Yeah, you move along. Okay. Fairly clean boxes now on the top. And now you're down there, so let's open this up. Whoa, we got a lot of eggs already. Just how many, you ask? Let's see. Something tells me I'm gonna need a big basket today. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Good job, girls. Well, I didn't mean for that to happen, but it did, so she's mad at me for peeking in her box. We're at 16 eggs, but I wanted to show y'all something. Some of you had said for me to get a piece of this, which is like indoor-outdoor carpet, and put it on the top here so that the eggs can roll out and they'll be covered from the bottom. Well, the problem is this will be higher than this, and the point of the roll-out nesting box is that this is lower, so they get up here and they roll down. If this is higher, they won't roll anywhere at all. They'll just stay up in here, which will make chickens sit on them. We definitely don't want that. All right, got girls kind of trying to come out, so I got to count eggs. 18, 19, 20. I eat an egg. 21, 22. And the other part of the shell. Or either that egg got ate and consumed completely. 22. So we're at 22. And let's see what we got over here. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 eggs. Good job, girls. And still got some sitting. Little favor-old chicks are doing just fine. They're growing up nicely and developing their beautiful colors. I did see a couple of them kind of doing a standoff to each other. Hopefully that doesn't mean another rooster, but hens display that behavior early on too. This one right here, I'm kind of wondering if he could be a rooster. It's simply going off size though. No reason behind it other than he's a lot bigger than the other 4 girls. But they're doing well, growing up. Got back to the barn with my 31 eggs and I could hear a pig. And I thought, that doesn't sound like Peaches. Came around here and it's Loretta on the other side of the fence trying to let Peaches know that she's over here now and she's the dominant pig. Y'all can see she's not 100%. She did come outside, but she's favoring that leg. You just gonna stay right here and let her know that you're You're the boss lady, and you're not going anywhere? You're not going anywhere, are you, big girl? She kind of looks like she came out here to just make sure everything's going okay and everybody's doing the way they should be doing. Or maybe she's saying, does Mama know y'all are back here? Because if not, you're going to be in big trouble. Surprise Pocket's not over here. Pocket's all the way at the end of her pasture. Maybe she doesn't realize they're back here yet. Well, I've cartoned up 2 dozen eggs to go out to the farm stand, and that left a few for me to take home because I have something in mind for Jason's lunch, and I'm going to need a couple, and I'm out at the house. And y'all can see, here's Miss Pocket. That's why she's not paying anybody else any attention. She's out here grazing away, not a care in the world about those animals being back there. Thankfully, because Pocket and Jessie can have some conversations. Well, Jason's at the barn and he's cleaning out the brooder for the season. I guess that means he doesn't think I'm going to have any more chicks this year. And I did say that, didn't I? But with him cleaning it out, I think that means I'm done. I'm done for the year. I told him, I said, you know, the sun's coming out, and I looked at the radar. Told y'all it was like a 70% chance earlier. The radar told a different story because rain is almost here. Even though the sun is shining right now, it's changed to a 100% chance of 1 to 2 inches of rain. So it's definitely gonna rain. Told y'all I cut grass yesterday, and I did cut grass everywhere but right there where that lovely little killdeer is sitting on her 4 eggs. They still haven't hatched yet, and I'm not gonna bother her. So just know that she's still sitting. I came inside to put my eggs on the counter, and I wanted to show y'all why I didn't have my sidekick with me today. She has no idea I'm even here, snoozing very hard. I think she might have had a rough night. Hey, Dee Dee, you missed the whole feeding routine this morning. It's okay, baby. After I took the eggs to the house, I decided I would come down and show y'all the 3 little ducklings that are not so little anymore, the Indian runners, but they're too scared of Nugget in their new area to come out. So, you know, if you could just walk away for a minute, we could show all these nice people these 3 little ducks. They're a little bit intimidated by your giant self. What you hear? What you see? He's so incredibly different from Ernest T and Opie. You know, I don't know if it's the fact that they're still little, they're still young, they're just probably, let's see, trying to figure out how old they actually are. They're about 1 year and 5 months old, and old Nugget here, he's over 5, so that may be it, or it just may be that he was raised in the house and he's just a bit different. Nonetheless, we love you, buddy. We deeply love you, even if you won't let these nice people see the ducks. But I do have them fixed up in the corral, same place the mallards were. Gonna leave them here for a few more days. Then when they're released, they'll know where to come back to. Something I noticed this morning is that the pond is developing a bit of a algae of sorts on the far side. And there you can see the mama and her 7 little ducklings swimming. Look at there. Oh my goodness, the reflection of my little house I built is kind of taken away from the video, but you can see them, all 7 of them, swimming over around mama. I don't know when she brought them down here because they were not here when I left out this morning to go to the barn. So it may be that she had them hidden. We told y'all that there's some overgrowth on the side of the bank there. She may have had them in that area, or they may have been in the sun hemp and crossed the road again. But they're getting really, really big. I'm not gonna say they're to the point where they're not vulnerable anymore, but they are growing. And then there's the 5. There's 4 together right there. There's an Egyptian goose. And there she goes, number 5. Those are the juveniles that were raised in this place where the Indian runners are now. You can't tell the sex of these until they molt. Mallards are not going to develop that curl on the tail like other ducks will until they molt. So they all look like females right now, but that will change as soon as they molt. Oh my goodness, there they go. Y'all can see right there how much bigger, how much they've grown. Wow. So while it looks like I just ran out and fed everybody, I stopped and took care of a few things here and there. And, you know, time seems like it's flown by, of course, on video, but it's almost lunchtime. And Jason just informed me that he has picked a bunch of ripe tomatoes. So I've got something in mind for his lunch that we have seen posted a few times, but not tried. So we're gonna go in and give that a try for Jason's lunch, and maybe it's something that y'all might wanna try yourselves. Well, y'all, it's lunchtime, and I have been wanting to try this for Jason's lunch because we have a lot of tomatoes. Now, he is one of those that likes tomato sandwiches. Me, not so much. But this is kind of another take on a tomato sandwich style of lunch. It is going to be a tomato salad with not bread, but saltine crackers. So I've got a sleeve of saltine crackers that I crumbled up and put in this bowl. I have boiled a couple of eggs along with some chives fresh from the garden. And we're just going to add those. Now, I did 2 of Hals's Dark Angel tomatoes. They were, let's see, 2 of them about this size, I guess. And just chopped them up, and then I strained them because we don't want all that juice in there. We just don't want it to get extremely soggy. So I'm going to go ahead, add some salt and pepper to my cracker egg chive mixture. A little fresh ground pepper. To your liking. And now for the tomatoes. All right. Now for some mayonnaise. And I'm not measuring anything. I'm just trying to mix up. He might not eat all this for lunch, but my goal was to mix up something he could eat right now, because we all know when crackers sit in liquid, they get soggy, and we don't want soggy cracker salad. So, next up, we're going to see Jason's reaction, see what he thinks about this saltine cracker tomato salad.
This ain't gonna be like them sardines, is it?
I don't think so, Jason. Immediate reaction. That looks like a yes.
That's the best thing I ever eaten.
Are you serious?
I love this.
Well, I think we may be onto something then. A way to use up some of our extra tomatoes.
I'm gonna eat this whole bowl.
Well, that was the plan. You know, it's probably not going to be good left over, but do you like the chives in it?
I do like the chives in it. And the crunch of the crackers and the saltiness of the crackers is awesome.
That's what makes it come all together.
Yes.
All right. Well,
I love this.
I guess you could customize it any way you wanted to. The first time you saw it made was just tomatoes, mayonnaise, and saltines.
No eggs.
No eggs and no chives. So we decided to add a little something extra, and you can too. Just the way you like it.
I always thought, what if I add some those Wickle pickles to it?
Well, you can do anything you want to.
This is really good.
There are no rules when it comes to this tomato salad.
Bacon.
Bacon. Okay. Cheese even.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This is good.
Tomato salad for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all give it a try if you like tomato sandwiches. Do you think it's a spin-off of a tomato sandwich?
Mm-hmm. It can be.
Okay.
Especially if you toast your bread.
You toast your bread. Okay. Well, all right.
That's
So
good.
you'll put this on the website.
Yes.
And there won't be any ingredients. It's just going to be a little of this and a little of that. But, you know, you can add the mayonnaise to your liking.
Yep.
And customize it.
It's good.
So lunch is complete. Y'all check out the recipe on the website, www.coghillfarm.com, under the recipe section, and I'll give you some amounts, make it a little bit easier. It hasn't rained yet, but it's coming, and I'm not quite finished outside yet. Neither is Jason. So we're going to try to get a few last-minute things done before a rainy day in Alabama happens again. And I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful Father's Day, if you're a father, or enjoy your day, whatever you're doing. Y'all, thank you, and y'all be good.